Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is one of the long-awaited hair tutorials as part of my hair series. I am going to be using Black Widow pencils to do light pink hair. So this one will be done on the Neenah Desert Storm cardstock. It is a tan-toned, very smooth paper, but the Black Widows do play nicely, so that's good. I'm using Yasmin from Mariola Budek. This is one of her latest and greatest, although not her most recent. At the time I had printed it, it was, but I swear that woman draws so fast. I'm never on top of it. So anyway, as you can see down here, I've already done a little test section. I know it's hard to see, kind of hiding out, but I just wanted to do that down there because I was prepping for it. And one thing that might excite you is most of my hair tutorials in this series are a minimum 5-6 pencils. This one is 4 colors, which will be a nice break because once I do the red hair tutorial, I think I'm at 8 pencils for that one. So this will be a nice little break. And the color, I wanted to keep it simple and easy. So the color is actually still really good with just 4 pencils. Would I love to add more? Yes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, the one bummer here is you do need 3 different sets of the Black Widow pencils to pull this off. You will need the Monarch set, the original Black Widows, and the Skin Tone Light series. I tried to do this with just one brand or one bin. I tried with 2. They just didn't have the color range to pull off the light pink. If I was just going for general pink, I could probably get away with it, but we're going for a light, very fun bubblegum pink. So there just wasn't enough within a single one. I really hope one day Black Widow, well, you know, combines these things for us. I don't know about you. So, please ignore her skin tone. That's in progress. I tend to get a few layers down and then I tend to leave it until I've completed the hair and then the eyes and the lips, because sometimes, like in this case, I would add blush and whatnot, but I don't want to add blush and makeup until we see how this pink hair interacts with the skin tone, because hair can change your skin tone pretty dramatically. So I don't want to keep adding shadows or adding in some blush until we see what this pink does, because for all we know, what she's got there will brighten up naturally when the pink comes around. I did do the skin tutorial using Karen Valentine's skin tutorial with Prismacolors for this very picture. I altered it just a teensy, and that was because one of my colors I could not find, so I had to supplement. But I do recommend checking out her tutorial. I'll leave a link in the description below. I'm still new to skin, but I followed her tutorial for the most part, and it turned out really good. So it's hard to tell when it's on tan-toned paper. I took a few pictures, and on pictures, my camera washes it out, so it looked like her skin was almost the same color as the paper, but I think on this video it actually shows the difference. Thank goodness. So yeah, let's talk about the colors you will need. I'm so sorry I'm stuffy today. It's my allergies. Wind blowing and rain. It's weird out here. Okay, so you will need light pink from the Monarch set, which is MN101. Cyanide pink, which is Black Widow's original pencil series, BW46, Fairy Floss, which comes from the Skin Tone Light set, SL020, and then also from Monarch, you will need Bliss, which is MN073. Now, a couple warnings before we get moving along here. Move those off to the side. I am using my new Tim Holtz glass mat, which I freaking love. Oh my goodness, this thing is great. I splattered paint on it earlier. Can you tell? No, it wiped up. My other mat would have been screwed. So this is fun. But a couple things to note about this process. So Black Widows are a wax-based pencil. They're actually pretty hard. I don't find them soft at all, although I've heard people call them soft. So I guess my idea of soft is not always the same. We're also different. But to me, these are rather hard pencils. That said, they hold their point really well. But the one thing you really need to consider is the paper we're using. So the Desert Storm from Neenah is very, very slick. So you have to be careful putting these down, and I'm going to show you that for a little bit as we do this in person. I think what I'll do for the remaining hair, for this one, because she has a ton of hair, I mean, look at that woman. What I'll end up doing, I'm gonna get a, oops, sorry, let me just smack my camera. I'm gonna grab a clip real quick. What I'll end up doing is speeding up the rest, only because, well, I do love to do these real time in their entirety with you guys. I'm just clipping my pages together. This will take 4 or 5 hours, even with just 4 colors, so I have to speed it up and add music, unfortunately. But I'll do some of this along with you guys. I think we'll just work on some pieces over here, and then we'll leave this luscious area over here. And because there's only 4 colors, this will be a lot easier for you guys to kind of just do your thing. When I come back at the end, we'll decide about the eyebrows. I'm on the fence with the eyebrows. I may do a light gray eyebrow. I may do pink. I don't know, just pink eyebrows just doesn't sound right, and I don't think it's gonna look right. So we'll see on that. But, okay, so this is a very slick surface. Black Widows are a very hard wax to me. Therefore, they need something to grip. That's pretty critical here. So this is going to be a pencil where we do put down a base coat. Not all of my pencil brands have we done that. We're doing that with these bad boys because they need something to grip onto here. Let's just start with this clump up here. Okay, so I am going to take my light pink all over here. Just very lightly, like, and if you have trouble with light pressure, just hold your pencil super far back. I'm a heavy-handed person, so the further back I hold this, the better for me. But let me, and you may not see this pink on camera, but I promise it is there. Looks like she has a piece of hair right there, but we'll use a different color for that. All right, let's just focus on this section right now. I'm going to bring the light pink into her skin a little. And see, we have a strand here, which will create some shadow. Okay. So we have our coat of light pink. Now I'm going to bring you guys down just a little so you can see a tiny better what I'm doing. Okay. So we're going to take our cyanide pink and let's just start. This clump kind of goes all the way up here, but I don't want to mess with that one right now. So cyanide is going to be our darkest color. As with any pencil we've been working with throughout this hair series, Black Widow is no different. You need to continually stop and turn your pencil unless you feel like sharpening extra. This just saves your pencil from unnecessary sharpens and your sanity, in my opinion. Let's see. So with this one, I'm just kind of gently going in the areas where I see some, darker hair, where Mariola has given us some shadows, because this is our darkest color. This is basically our hair shadow color. Up here, because we have a clump of hair hanging over this, there is going to be a bit of a shadow. I will admit, I really enjoy Black Widow's for hair just because of how well they hold their point. They're kind of like the Pro Colors in that sense, except not quite. The Pro Color by far blew me away. I can't wait to do another one with those Pro Colors. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like itching. I have a bunch of Pro Color requests now, and I'm just like, oh, I can't wait. Okay. Now let's get our fairy floss. And as always, like for this initial session, I will kind of, you know, have it zoomed in and guide you guys through. And then when we turn on the music and speed it up, you'll just have the cards. Oh, sorry, I need to stay on frame. But hopefully this will lay enough foundation for you guys so that you're comfortable. Because like I said before, my one thing is I want to teach you the combo and the way to apply it, but you don't need this picture specifically. That was why one reason I wanted to see if you guys even needed me to color an entire picture in front of you, because I'm just teaching you the combo. You can go apply this to any Mariola, Christine Caron. It doesn't have to be anyone popular. It could be literally any portrait. It could even be a Hannah Lynn if you want to go ham. But the point is to teach you the combo, how to place it, and then you just, you know, go be free and have fun. All right, so now we're on to Bliss. So definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You know, if you really want to see the whole picture and hair done, I can. It just means you would have to go buy this picture to color it along with me. And I know not everyone can afford to sit there and buy Mariola Budek pictures. I try to stick to the hair series ones, but you know, I bought this one because it was freaking gorgeous. Couldn't escape this. Isn't it lovely? And so occasionally I'm just going to be like, I really want to color that hair. So I feel bad if like it's something you have to buy because, you know, you only have a hair series one or something. So that's why I would love to teach you the combo and the technique, but give you a chance to apply it. Okay, let me brush this off. The Black Widows can get a little dusty on this paper. All right, go back to Cyanide Pink. That's our darkest. But remember, we are not doing dark pink hair. I've already done that with some polychromos. I have a request to do it with Black Widow, so don't worry. This is a very light pink, like bubblegum, just fun, almost white color. I had actually thought about introducing some white, but the, what's it called? Light pink is just so delicate that it works just fine in this combo. Yeah, let's see. And I know I get so back and forth on these hair tutorials. You guys are so patient. I'm just trying to think of the best way to get these out there for you guys. You know, so you can learn more hair faster. All right, go back to Bliss. But I know some of you need to do like the full head of hair together. So any feedback you can provide would be great. I know a few of you were bummed if I wasn't going to do all full ones, so that's why I'm still including those. I just want to make sure you get as much hair as possible in there because I have quite a few requests, and next month I will be swapping. Real quick, grab your light pink. I'll actually be doing a letter of the month and only mediums within that letter apply. So now this may air in August, but just know I'm actually recording this in July. It's just I don't know if I have enough room in my calendar to publish it in July because I got so many videos. But yeah, in August, like I'll only be able to color with mediums that start with the letter A. So we're taking this here and just grabbing our highlight areas again. because we kind of just did a base coat, but now we're really emphasizing the highlights. Okay. All right, let me zoom you out a teensy. Okay, you see? So light pink, very light pink, which is one reason we can get away with 4 colors, because normally when you're creating a lot of depth and dimension in a deep color, you need more than 4 colors, but we are going for the ultra light pink hair that is so fluffy and lovely that you just, you know, you don't need a lot of colors. But yeah, so this is basically what we will be doing throughout this entire one. I am going to color this whole thing. Like I said, I have my color cards. I will be speeding it up with music so you guys can check it out. But do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And then once we get near the end, I may save some of these pieces. So like these strands here are pretty unique. And the strand across her face, and even some of these wispies, I might save near the end and come back like I do to kind of go over those with you guys so you're not overwhelmed. But yeah, all you need, remember, is your base coat of light pink, your dark color cyanide pink for your shadows, your next color fairy floss as a filler, and then your last color bliss to kind of help you slowly transition into those lighter shades. And then you'll go back with a last coat of your light pink just to create that highlight and finish it up. So I can't wait to get this one done. I think this is going to be a load of fun. It's going to be a lot of hair though. This one side over here, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope my pencils will last. They do hold their point, but see how this one has already started to dull out. This one too, and the Black Widows are not as forgiving. They really need a sharp point on this paper. A toothier one, they might be a little more forgiving. But yeah, guys, let's sit back, get ready, and we will see how long it takes to make some luscious pink hair. Okay, everyone, so this one, I'm not gonna lie, was a little rough. You know, not every pencil is made for every paper, and I think this one just had an issue. These Black Widows are just not made for this super soft. This is Neenah Desert Storm cardstock. It's very slick. I actually love it for my Prismas, polys, and everything else, which is why I figured these would be okay. These are a harder wax, but I instantly noticed as I started from over here, I was like, oh, these are gonna be trouble. And as I got further on, they were a lot harder. That said, I think it's the color itself, because I'm doing a red hair one on the same Neenah cardstock here, and I'm not encountering the same issue. I think it's just the light colors. Because these are so hard, it is really hard to get the pigment out of them. And so with this light color trying to cover up the dark grayscale on a tan-toned paper, which normally brings out light tones a lot easier, it's just these were struggling for me. I actually had to sharpen them a lot more than I planned, but that was because I was going over them a lot. That said, I'm not disappointed. I love the hair color. It's light pink, it's wispy, it's like a ball of cotton candy goodness. I don't know. And I had a lot of fun. It was just, I had a little struggle there, but I left a lot chunkier of highlights than normal on this bigger section of hair, as you can see. The reason for that is this is a larger portion of the hair. It's going to reflect more light, but it's also going to show more shadow because, I mean, think about your hair. If you have long, thick, luscious hair like this wonderful woman here, who we're all secretly jealous of, you know, you put half of it off to the side of your head, you're going to have a lot of more hills and valleys to absorb the light. So obviously we're going to have a higher amount of shine on the areas that are curling out, and then a heavier shadow where it's curling in just because it's so much hair, as opposed to over here where the hair is kind of just free flowing. It's not as thick and clumped together and creating those waves. So it has fewer, you know, dramatic highlights. You'll notice at the top I left a lot of highlights as well, but this is light pink hair, so if the light is shining on her, obviously those areas at the top are going to be really light as opposed to, you know, the shadow areas. And then yeah, you guys can tell kind of just with what I did with the little wispies. Added some shadow just here and there, but for the most part it turned out okay. And I like it. I'll definitely be doing this one again. I think I'll try it on white paper too and see how it turns out. But I had done tan tone because it tends to bring out light colors. I just think it was a combo of the pencil and the paper, perhaps. I don't know, because my red hair one looks killer on this paper, but it is darker color, so that's the only explanation I got. But I'm not upset by any means. This was great. This was actually fun. I do like Black Widows, I'm not gonna lie, for hair because they are harder. They hold their point a lot longer. They're kind of like a polys in that sense. Even Illuminance, you know, Illuminance hold their point really well even though they're pretty creamy. These aren't creamy to me though. I've always found Black Widows a lot harder. I think my idea of creamy is different than others. Basically, if you say creamy, I picture Prismacolor. Smushy. If it's not smushy, it's not creamy. But yeah, this was really fun to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please feel free in the comments below to let me know your thoughts or another color you'd like to see. I do have a growing list. Now remember, August will be my theme, you know, for my alphabet coloring challenge. So I will be coloring hair only with mediums that start with A. So I'll be tackling a lot of the requests for Derwent Artist and Arteza. And then, you know, we'll have another B month. So if there's more Black Widow ones you would like to see, or Brute Fooner, or, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the other Bs. Any B pencil, definitely let me know. I'll add that to the list. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you end up using this hair combo, please tag me on Instagram. I always love to see what you guys come up with, whether you did it on this picture here or any picture. My goal is to teach you not to just follow a specific piece of artwork. I want to show you the combo, show you how it applies in shadows and highlights, and use it on any hair. And this is by far one of the easiest combos I have created, because we literally have light pink, cyanide pink, bliss, oops, if I can get them all on there, and fairy floss. So we literally have 4 colors. This is by far the easiest one I have come up with so far, because usually I have a minimum of 5 or 6. So this one turned out really well considering that. That could have been one of the other issues. I just needed one more pink. But unfortunately, these were the only ones in Black Widow. Had I like branched out into another brand, I might have found something. But regardless, I think it turned out adorable. I want this hair myself. Actually, I want this, you know, I miss my chiseled cheekbones and all that too. You know, no bags under the eyes. I want it all. I'm just living vicariously through these. I will start finishing this one up. Now that I've seen her hair, I can keep working on her skin. I can actually darken her up a lot more than I thought I'd be able to. So that makes me excited. And then finish this out. The only bummer is I probably won't finish it this month or next, because I really want to stick to my pencil themes as much as possible. So this will have to wait. I may occasionally dabble on it, you know, here and there. But this was done, the skin, with Prisma. And the rest I plan to do with Prisma. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for hanging out with me for another hair tutorial. I hope you found this helpful. And until next time, take care.